What up, what up, what up, everybody? This is Jared Rusher again with RushFit24. Uh, Coming to you guys live and direct from from the old hoopty. Heading home from work. But wanted to come to you guys today. I've had a lot of people asking me lately, to help them get in shape, and they want to know what to do. um, but when I tell them what they need to do, they're like, "Oh, I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to do that." Uh, for example, um, I get a lot of women that come to me and ask me about what's the best way to lose weight, what's the best way to train, and my answer is the best way to lose weight is to build muscle, and the best way to build muscle is to lift weights, strength training. So, if strength training means you're gonna lose weight, then strength training is what you should be doing. But then their response then becomes, well, I don't want to get big and I don't want to get bulky. So my response to that would be that you need to understand how the human body works, in that instance. So what I mean by that is that one of the factors in building muscle is, or large muscle, or really manly muscle, is what women call it. I don't want to look like a man. One of the factors in building a lot of muscle, like gaining a lot of muscle mass, is your ability to produce testosterone. And so when you see these women bodybuilders that have a manly physique, so to speak, or you see really buff women, chances are they're either lifting to the extreme because they want to look a certain kind of way, or they're on some sort of steroids. The female body just does not produce enough testosterone to build that kind of muscle mass. What it's going to do, and chances are most women don't lift weights, or I shouldn't say most women, but a lot of women that I encounter, they don't lift weights as it is. So by building that muscle initially with weight and strength training, um, it's just not going to happen. You'd have to lift, extremely large amounts of weights, and you'd have to be lifting for an extremely long period of time, like months and months and months, maybe even years, to go from, having virtually no muscle mass to looking like a man. So that's my response in terms of women who ask me, what should I do to lose weight and get in shape really fast and not look like a man? Well, eat healthier, number one. Your diet is actually 80% of your fitness battle. That's a struggle for a lot of people, as it is for myself. Supplements do help with that. I take Body. You can hit me up about the Body 12-week challenge. I'll provide you 12 weeks of free training if you take the Body 12-week challenge. But that is a product that I use. It's and the reason that I use it is it's really simple and it's really easy and it works. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you gotta take a pre-workout for this, you gotta take a protein shake for that, you gotta take a meal replacement for that, you gotta eat protein bars in between meals. But Body makes it really, really simple. They have protein shake that you can use as a excuse me, not only as a meal replacement, but as a post-workout protein shake. And then what you can use for the pre-workout, you can also use as like an in-between meal snack, which what that does is it just boosts your metabolism, small meals throughout the day. So the second thing is, don't get caught up in all these fad diets and things like that. You don't have to go on these crazy diets. Those diets 90% of the time don't work anyway because they're not sustainable. You have to do extreme changes in your diet for short periods of time, but then when the diet's over, you put all the weight back on because you don't change your habits. Habits is what really is going to change your life. To be perfectly honest, those habits are going to change your life. Losing weight and being in great shape is going to change your life. so number one, you got to eat healthier, not necessarily diet. That's 80% of the battle right there. And you have to strength train. That goes for men and women. You have to strength train. to transform what your body looks like. Building muscle is going to give you that toned look. There's like I said in my last video, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, you can approach weight training a million different kind of ways. So you don't have to, there's no one clear-cut way. You know, if you have questions about it, you can definitely inbox me or email me, or, you know, I'll put the links, you know, in the description below. But, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So a billion different ways you can go at this battle. But you definitely want to strength train. You're not going to look like a man. You're not going to get humongous if you don't train to get humongous. If you just want to train to look good, lose a little bit of weight or a lot of weight, whatever your case is, or, you know, or if you want to get big for the fellas. If you want to train athletically, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get huge or get super strong to train athletically. You want to get explosive in most cases, especially for sports like basketball or football, things like that. You want to be explosive, so it doesn't really call for a lot of aesthetic type training, a lot of, you know, make my arms get bigger or anything like that. That's not necessarily the case. You want to build for functionality. So again, more than one way to skin a cat. It all depends on your goals. For me personally, you know, my goals as of right now is I want to lose a little bit of weight. I want to look good for the summer. I want to have a little bit of functional strength, and I want dense muscle mass. I don't want just big balloony looking muscles. You know, I just want to be strong. So, you know, like I said, it all just depends on what your goals are. I'm doing all body weight exercises till failure, you know, till I just can't go anymore, getting that solid strength built up. So again, hopefully that answers you guys' questions, man. You got to strength train. You got to change your eating habits. You know, if you got questions about eating habits, my wife is a nutritionist, so, you know, feel free to hit me up, ask me anything you want to ask me pertaining to your fitness journey. This is my fitness journey, RushFit 24. Taking you guys on a trip, how I'm getting in shape. Ask me questions along the way. Hit me up. I'm here. Peace.